Aloha Rifters! Exciting times as 2.4 nears. I am doing something completely different over on PTS, hanging out with a couple of guys that do a lot of testing for Rift content. They are of legit, and they are Thag and Alfie. Hi guys!
Hey.
Hi.
I'm so excited also because we are in a central necropolis and I haven't done a story here yet. So this is Thag's dimension. He has it on live. They're on EU Shards on Blightweald. So if you're on EU Shards or if you have a traveller over there on EU Shards, check them out on Blightweald or come over to PTS and have fun testing everything and check them out. So this is Thag's and this is Thag right here, waving from the inside, UI off.
Hi.
Look at checking out your pit while I'm standing there. So cute.
Yeah, it's from the that saga for Defiance.
Nice. So lead the way, Thag, and let us know. You guys are always so busy, so it's quite cool to meet a couple of people that are always busy and also taking the time to build dimensions.
Well, personally, I have no life, so I have a lot of spare time. Basically, what I thought of this dimension when I started was like a sliver, like a 10-man raid, and I designed it so I like the black and such undertones, so it's pretty much embedded in the dimension. This, I thought like it would be a hall where it could be a boss, maybe, I don't know. And there are a couple stuff
Trash
around.
mobs.
Yeah, trash mobs, garden, backhands. A lot of people I bring in find this area pretty creepy, I don't know why.
Nice. I like creepy. And you got a lot of fishing items, and it's exciting to read in patch notes today that fishing items are no longer soulbound, so everyone can have fun with that. Unfilling their storage dimensions.
Well, yeah, like I don't have fishing, so I just bought fish and turned them in at the vendors. Like it was a painful process to get all what I needed. But yeah, there are some statues here. It doesn't have the death statue because I used them as trash mobs. Basically, this is a library, and there's the Dendron boss's statue, and yeah, a lot of fishing items. And I put in some more details like books, inks, stuff like that.
Yeah, so you can come into this library and study the planes, basically. You're representing them all, as well as all the bosses. This one here is from Dendrome. If people haven't done that yet, when you kill all the bosses and the world bosses in Dendrome, you get this statue. It looks like they're dancing. It's kind of cool,
Having a party.
right?
Only if they could
Yeah.
move, that would be awesome.
Well, up here is a war room. This people find the most impressive room around here, other than the top floor. Basically, just the conference stuff, like chairs. This took a lot of time to, you know, put them in correct positions because I have like a major OCD as well.
Same.
Yay! Dimensions
Books
are for the
me.
OCD for sure.
Yeah.
So when did you build this on live?
Well, I started building like 2 weeks after Storm Legion launched because I was done with experts, and I was raid ready, so I had a lot of time. So I just started building.
So if you consider this was built really early in Storm Legion, there's been a couple of loyalty items added, but you can tell straight away, if you can think back, way back to November, December, all of these things were quite hard to get, like if the amount of favor, the amount of fishing, the amount of these items here that are crafted as well. This, for people that are building them right now, this may seem like, oh yeah, this will be quick to build, but it's not. It takes time.
Yeah, just building the floors itself, because Central Necropolis is a there are no roof here. There's no roof here. I had to build this all myself and all the other floors.
It's a shame that they can't add in the underneath of this place, next Central Necropolis.
Yeah,
'Cause it's fucking insane.
You
Awesome.
Yeah, you could pretend that it's like renovated. Up here is my, like, you know, prisoners and stuff.
Alfie's
Cells.
bedroom, it looks like. Lock him in.
Yeah, I'm hitting
Yeah.
here quite a lot.
Yep. There's not much special around here, just like I built this floor. Actually, the war room was built during the patch before. And this patch before, I mean the last time they increased the item limit. And this floor and the upper floor are built during the last increase.
I love how you blend in with your dimension, the whole purple and black thing going on here.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And then you've got your cape that has those pink fluorescence going on too, because you seem to like your fluorescence as well.
Yeah, it's a touch of the shade. And here's some Magitesh, like, technology and stuff.
Awesome use of the launch pads.
Oh yeah, I took some extensive time with yeah, you'll see more upside of the, you know, those conductors and stuff.
It's nice to
Yeah.
start seeing some of those items moving, and the latest two that we got to with the elevator and the jumping thingamajiggy. I always forget its name.
But yeah, and this is the top floor, and this is where it's like it happens.
Whoa!
Yeah, this is a stone arc. This is like the first thing, one of the first things I've built. This stone arc.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, like with the stone glowing stuff. But the bad thing about this, after you alt tab these don't display correctly when I zone in, so I have to refresh client. There are some trash mobs, there are some cannons, there are some all these tubes are connected to the generator below, like, and the cannons and stuff. I put in some detail like that.
Nice. Makes it look more live and usable.
Yeah, and this is my throne, and you will fight me as the last boss in patch 2.5.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's when the PvP dimensions are coming in then, I guess.
Oh, I see. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of detail on the throne. I've put a lot of time, like there's small stuff, big stuff.
So nice
feel
use
free
of the.
to sit
This
as
is
well.
an awesome throne. Check this out. I gotta turn my midget views around. Wow, that's a lot of items right there.
Yeah. An old friend gave me the idea of the throne. Is Grey Shield, I think. He and you must know, you Dimensioners must know him. It's Baldur Grey Shield. He's helped me greatly with the throne and a couple of other ideas. But yeah, the most of the bone work is mine own.
Oh, so is all these cannons pulled up to this lever? So if you pull the
Yeah,
lever,
exactly.
yeah. Pull the lever,
Yeah.
shoot the cannons.
Yeah. And the upper, there's a little upper more floor.
I just love the attention to detail, like you said. I mean, and like I've already touched on, dimensions are either a nightmare for people with OCD or the best thing ever, one or the other. There's no in between. And it's nice that you're putting in all these little details. They make sense. Awesome.
Well, with dimensions, people mostly do puzzles, mazes and stuff like that. I just wanted to make something original and something of my own I can put my time in. And this dimension is mostly off public. It's private. I don't want people like running around when I log in. So, but yeah, uppermost floor is built against the arc. And we have Regulus here.
Of course. This would be incomplete without Regulus. This is his kind of this is his joint, really. This is where he would hang out.
This is my joint, and Regulus is enslaved.
Even better.
But sadly, I can't really add any more floors. As you can see, The
Well,
uppermost
technically you
is
can.
the limit. Well, yeah, with the tower, but I can't fit the tower in anyhow. Like I tried, but it doesn't fit in. Like it fits in, but it doesn't fit in with the team.
No, it's too flamboyant for this
Yeah,
kind of theme. If you had one that was black or a dark purple and a dark stone or something,
yeah.
it would be awesome. And I love how you put the Death Sky in and just lent the whole atmosphere to it. It's nice seeing you bring in these loyalty items too, even these green Bravanic lights and things like that too. It doesn't overpower them. Sometimes you might go into dimensions and everyone loves to put everything into one spot, but you've done it really nicely, like spread things out. It's cool.
What the hell is my pet doing? Oh, that's weird.
There are some other minor stuff outside as well. Since the item limit increase, I had the time to and the limit to add a lot more touches. to
Did you jump
outside.
down?
Yeah.
Just jump down. Well, there are dead spines. All the other outside mausoleums are decorated. All the other mausoleums are decorated with books and stuff like that. Since I have the item limit, it's really refreshing to be able to do these.
Groundkeeper's house, is that what it is?
Alright then. No, the thing is, like, with the other item limits, I was always, I couldn't afford to decorate these houses because I wanted to build in the main building. But since the item limit increased, I can build a lot more. All these stores, like there are torches around so that it's not too dark. There's a storehouse here with like booze, food.
Checking Alfie out on his Ruby Karen there while I'm running around as well. Very nice there. How will you be able to get the Ruby Karen? Look at it, it's so pretty.
Well, at the moment we only got it because I think this is the award for doing packs, so this is what we got. But I believe it's going to be on. Actually, I think Denise or Daglar said it's going to be in the store for. I don't know. Soon in the future, it's going to be in the store, but they're only going to have limited items of these. They're not going to be a limited time, so limited stock of these mounts on the stores later on
Nice.
in the future.
I like limited. Unique and limited is always good. But I love that you put all of these little cubby holes out here, I will call them, so you can come out and have a look around the whole of Necropolis. I really like this dimension. There's just so much. I love this whole city on the side, looking down on everything, and you can build in the center. I really like that they up the quantities too, so you can finish off those small details.
Also, a lot of detail is like since I built floors, I had to use the cheap building blocks. So with the loyalty system, I mean the new dimension items, I was able to build the whole bone outer stuff. Like what's it called? Bone walls, yeah.
Yeah, the
If
bone
you
walls.
Look up, yeah. This took a lot of item limit and a lot of plat actually, since these are cheap.
I
Does
found
this
my
book?
room, by the way. This is my room. I'll just live in here where all the barrels are.
Yeah, there's a barkeep here. You're out there. Yeah, that's a storehouse. I mean, I liked this building when it was available. So I just made a storehouse. There's a well here.
Yeah, sorry, being a typical dwarf looking for the ale.
There's another store here, and there are some AoE dummies, which I need to parse and stuff. There's a barkeep here, but this is kind of misplaced. I don't know what he's doing here.
Why? Have a drink? Kiss some AoE? Sounds perfect.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I shut off these doors
If you can
since
actually-
they were leading nowhere anyway. But yeah, there are more mausoleums, there are more torches, there are more gates, and this is pretty much the whole dimension.
I like how you can't teleport through the doors, but you can teleport through the barrier on the on the actual dimension itself.
I've had this dimension since the beginning, and I only discovered like 2 or 3 weeks ago that there was a cave in it. I'm like,
Did
oh,
you, did you know that you could teleport through the walls and
yeah.
dimensions?
Every
Yeah.
mage likes to show me these things, so
But you
it's
know,
funny.
every spec can do that.
Yeah,
Like
cover
just-
this for a cleric, yeah?
Yeah, and then
Well, if you remember, there was a bug like in the early Storm Legion where when you entered
Yeah.
the dimension, it was like -1 item, and there were no walls, and you could just roam through the empty world. It was like a Twilight Zone
Yeah.
episode.
I remember jumping on top of here and
Yeah.
actually fell through and landed underneath the necropolis. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Sometimes it's quite cool when you land under them, like the level 25 Golem Foundry is fascinating underneath. The same. But look at this, guys. Looking up at this full structure. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of levels. If you ever get to see Necropolis without anything in it, it's just one building in the middle of all this with a cave on the side. I love seeing that someone's really used this and appreciates it, because I think Necropolis is underused. To be honest, it's one of the most awesome dimensions, but I actually like the whole area in Live as well. There's a lot of things in Necropolis itself. There's a lot of flora that I enjoy in this area and hope to see more of come out in dimensions. Would be amazing.
Best item ever, the jet bounce.
How are
I
you
love
doing
that
it?
item. I love it. Best item ever.
Oh yeah, when it first came out I thought, oh no, but since it's grown on me every time. There's so much you can do with them. I'm planning for more dimensions ahead. So thank you, Thag, for showing us around. Now Thag
Yeah,
likes
thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you. Thag is from Turkey, by the way, if anybody's curious about his accent. It's amazing, and he likes his privacy, which is good too. Quite a few people do, so they might have their dimensions closed, and if you ever want to catch up with them, they may be available to come in and have a look. Some people like coming through with people, which is cool. I'm pretty much the same too. That way I can show people around and they won't miss the things that you spend a lot of time on. Whatever works for people, it's awesome. But we are about to pop over to another dimension, which is Alfie's, who's been here with us the whole time, and something completely different from the same guild legit, and we will be back in a minute. Thank you, Thag.
Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome.
And here we are over in Alfie's dimension. Once again, we're on the PTS, but you can see Alfie's dimension on Blightweald, or you can contact Thag and when he's around if you're on Blightweald as well, and go and see his dimension, which is called Into the Pit. And right now we're in the footy stadium. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Nice. And this is in a I always say it wrong. Dulcega Valley. Is that right?
I don't know, I can't pronounce stuff, really, so...
And it's quite fitting that you have a football stadium for an English guy. I mean, come on, how obvious is that?
Well, I actually work at a football stadium, so I was like, yeah, why not?
These shirts are so cool.
Well, this thing here is, I don't know if do I have toolbox on the PTA? Actually no, I can just move it up and press escape. Underneath it there was a stupid well. I was like, what the hell is this? What the hell was this? How could I do that? So I ended up putting that, another well. This is one, I think it's one of those Gorgonium wells or something like that, tipped upside down. And I thought, okay, let's just have a wall that put advertising banners on it so I get rid of the well.
There you go. That's ingenuity right there. So it's an obvious theme for an English guy using a lot of talent there too, or a lot of... You're like really inquisitive. I'm noticing that about you, Alfie, as you run around and look at things.
I got bored. I didn't know what to do with this item, so I put a retainer thing on my pet. It's very ill.
Wow! For 500 strongholds, you can get a retainer for your pet.
Well, it gets pretty big, but it doesn't do anything. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this?
It looks pretty. How big can it go?
How big can it go? That big? Pretty big.
There you go. There's a roof to something, guys. So this is one of the items you can get with strongholds.
You
For
could probably
5 items, it's an aerial. If you haven't done strongholds yet, you do them at level 60. Recommended level 60 because you die for 62 strongholds quite easily if you're below that level.
use it for spaceships kind of style things. I don't know.
I would use it for eyes for a big monster. Get
That'd be
you.
quite cool as well.
It could be a ritual site.
Alright.
Could be anything. That's the whole thing with dimensions. It just could be absolutely anything.
Right. So lead the way inside your soccer stadium and show us around. Excited.
well,
Look at this structure. Looks great.
it didn't actually look like this to start off with. There was actually pretty bare. There's actually 2 posts on the forum. All this stuff was not here because it started off with 500 items. I was like, I wanted to make like a full-size one with like proper tiered seating concourse, but then I found out the dimensions only 500 items. So I was like, oh, what am I supposed to do? There was hardly anything I could do, and then they increased it to 1,000, and then I was like, okay, I can add more seats, change loads of stuff. But it was pretty plain because before 2.3, there wasn't coloured wood kind of thing. There wasn't really all those different kind of slabs, basic block building materials you could use outside to make it look interesting.
Nice use of library bookcases. That's cool.
Yeah, they're quite annoying because the small ones, the narrow ones, are different colours on both sides, where the wide ones are the same colour. Really annoying. That really.
TV screen in front of my
Pretty-
stadium right here. That's a TV screen, right? Up on the roof.
Yeah,
Nice.
pretty sure they were really expensive to start off with on the PTS, and they just didn't do anything, and then they got cheap. So I thought, yeah, why not? Let's buy them.
I love the roof, and I love the way you've slanted everything down, and if you use the red and the blue long carpets there too, the long rugs, they look really nice. It's nice to be able to represent the red and the blue.
Yeah, that was done after 2.3 with all loads of new stuff and item base as well. A lot of stuff was done with that.
Nice. Oh, 2 bars. I was going to say only 1 bar, but no, there's 2. One for
There's
each
2.
side.
For each side, yeah. Food as well, and I was trying to make a desk here and put like programs or whatever, but that never really worked out that well.
But it's a thought
The-
that counts, right?
Yeah, the idea of my dimension came with the football stadium I work at. I work at Pride Park, and it's basically like this, like on the outside with the pillars going up and in. That's what I tried. That's what I tried to replicate. Kind of worked, ish. Wasn't as big as I thought. I was gonna make it like a proper football stadium, but it never really worked that well.
So it's awesome. This green wood would have been appealing for you when they came in and seeing it. So now you can have your actual football field. And yes, America, it's football as in soccer. So you've got the stronghold ball, which is also part of the stronghold achievements that you see. I think this one is when you do all level 60. Is that right?
Yeah, all level 62s. The level 60 ones are the stuff that goes in the football goals.
That's
Alright,
what's
I see
causing the
inside my
fire
goal.
below.
Yeah, the fireworks.
And that's what happens when you shoot a ball into a goal. It lets off the fireworks. I wasn't looking up. Me and my midget views.
If you leave it there, it would go off again in a sec. It's on a timer. If it stays on there for X amount of time, it would just burn off.
I actually didn't know that. I've never seen
Really?
someone
You didn't
cook
know
it.
that?
No. I have it too. That's awesome. So it's an active live achievement to get so you can have these fireworks going off in your dimension.
Yeah.
And
They're-
yeah, I didn't know that.
They're massive circles, and they just didn't fit in my goal, so I had to buy people's achievement ones. So I actually got 2 in each goal, so that they triggers when you score.
You guys can kick because I have my UI off, so I can't even kick that.
Yeah.
Score!
Super.
Crowd goes
Well, we sh-
wild, fireworks go off.
Yeah. And it's cool that there's now marble building blocks as well to make white lines. Before it was wood, and it was like stone on wood on stone. It just looked boring and plain.
So this is Turkey versus England, guys. By the way,
Or it could be.
and I think
It could
Turkey's
be.
winning. Just
Oh yeah.
saying.
Or it could be Defiant versus Guardian, but we were both Defiant, so it doesn't really defeats the object.
Oh, Guardian wins just by showing up. Just so you know.
But you can replace the ball. That's cheating.
Yeah, but it gets bugged. There's bugs in. It's because basically, because I'm built this on the water, it bugs out sometimes. And same with like when you place, NPCs, they end up swimming underneath. Like this, they just swim around on top of your dimension thing. It's like what the hell's going on here? You might see them later. They probably won't do it straight away, but it's quite funny.
The cleric trainer is gonna win, by the way. Just so you know.
No, the mage trainer will do it first, I bet. I doubt it will do it at all.
Wow, it made it a little bit super laggy landing all of those, by the way. Or not a little bit super. I don't think there's any such thing, but super laggy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's quite funny.
fantastic seeing between the two of you, like you've made these exceptional dimensions based, and that your personalities are in both of them and what you enjoy the most, more to the point. And it's just exceptional that you're able to like, you've done this is what you do, this is what you enjoy in your life. And Thag's done his death theme, plane theme dimension as well, and a tribute to the darker side, if you like. So it's really neat seeing people that excel in the game and in-game material and rating doing to this caliber too. I think it's extraordinary. Thanks guys for doing this. It's awesome.
Well, it actually started off. I wanted to make a dimension. I was too busy helping my friend make her dimension or whatever, and he's like, go make your own, go make your own. I was like, no, I can't be bothered. So then I ended up making my own. Came up with the idea, I was like, oh my god, remember the soccer balls you could get from Ember Isle? I wonder if you could use them in dimensions. I never actually used it. I actually built the dimension before I actually built I built the dimension before I actually tested if you could use the soccer balls inside the actual dimension, and then you couldn't. I was like, like you joking? You can't use the soccer balls from the rep from Ember Isle, and then it got Mardy, so I posted in the forum, and then I got these made and then in 2.3 you got the soccer stronghold ball and the goals and whatever, so that's how they came about.
And it's nice because you can just pretend that that's somebody's head because it's a skull. So when you're having a bad day after work or something, or you've been out road raging or whatever, just jump in your dimension, kick a ball. Pretend it's someone's head.
Do stuff like that. Well,
right?
yeah,
So,
it's quite fun.
once again, these dimensions are on Blightworlds. Get in touch with the guys, say hi to them. They are in legit. They've been testing out content for us. 2.4 is coming. There's loads of exciting things coming for Dimensions. More exciting in 2.5, as we've touched on briefly about PvP Dimensions and other things. I'm looking forward to all things leading up to 3.0, which is a long way off, but we have so much to look forward to. New hairstyles, new mounts, but the raid content. So happy for all my raiding friends to be finally like getting to immerse themselves in new content with 20 people and hang out with their mates. I'm going to be watching a live stream lurking out there one-on-one with Kiwi. Come find me, and you'll find me on Wiggles channel. You'll also find me over on Alfie's YouTube channel. I'll be checking out his. I'll also be showing some of his videos on my website, and then get involved in content, because then you'll get good things like this. Thank you guys for having me over on the PTS and for keeping in touch with me this last week. I hope you enjoyed 2.4. Thanks for all the work.
And you. Cheers.
Yeah, likewise.